Everyone in Willow Creek said the same thing about Cole Rivers. They said he was not man enough. They said he was too quiet, too simple, and better with horses than with people. And when Emma Cartwright came back to town and started spending time with him, those whispers grew louder than ever. Emma Cartwright never planned to return to Willow Creek. For years, she told herself she had outgrown it. The town was slow, too small, and full of people who remembered every mistake you ever made. She had left for the city chasing a better life. Instead, she found long hours, empty rooms, and a loneliness that followed her everywhere. One morning, tired of noise and disappointment, she packed her car and drove back toward the place she once ran from. Willow Creek greeted her like it always had. The old bakery still smelled of warm bread. The post office still leaned slightly to the left with its faded sign. Tractors rolled lazily down the road, holding up traffic like time itself had stopped. Emma smiled without meaning to. The town had not changed much, but she had. She felt calmer, steadier, and ready to breathe again. She moved back into her parents' old house at the edge of town. Dust filled the rooms and memories clung to the walls. Neighbors stopped by with pies and polite questions, asking how long she planned to stay. Emma smiled and said she was not sure, though deep down she already knew she was home for good. A week later, she saw him. Cole Rivers stepped into the general store, wearing a dusty hat and worn boots. He looked taller than she remembered, broader in the shoulders with the same calm presence that made the room feel quieter. He moved with purpose, nodding politely to the clerk. Emma felt a sudden twist in her chest. She had not expected old memories to rise so fast. Cole had been the quiet boy in school, the one who helped carry boxes and never caused trouble. She remembered hearing he worked at a ranch outside town caring for horses and fixing fences. When he turned and saw her, his eyes widened slightly. "Emma," he said softly, as if making sure it was really her. "Hi, Cole," she replied. "It's been a long time." He removed his hat without thinking. The small gesture made her smile. They spoke about simple things: her return, the town, the ranch. Cole listened more than he spoke. But when he did, his words were thoughtful and sincere. There was nothing weak about him, nothing unsure. After he left, the clerk leaned closer. "He's a good man," she whispered. "Hard worker, loyal, but you know how people talk. Talk about what?" Emma asked. The clerk sighed. "They say he's too quiet, that he doesn't know how to keep a woman happy, that he's more comfortable with horses than people." Emma walked home with those words echoing in her mind. They felt wrong. Cole did not seem unsure or small. He seemed steady, like a man who knew who he was, even if others did not. She saw him again at the farmer's market. He was helping an older man load hay bales into a truck. Emma watched before walking over. "You always helping someone," she teased. Only when they need it, he said with a gentle smile. When she offered to help, he refused. Kindly, saying he did not want her hurt. There was warmth in his voice, not awkwardness. The rumors made even less sense now. Over the following days, Emma kept running into Cole, sometimes by chance, sometimes because she found herself drifting toward places he might be. She learned he lived alone at Sunrise Ranch, that he helped neighbors without being asked, that he never spoke badly about anyone. He kept his distance, not out of coldness, but because he seemed used to being misunderstood. One afternoon, she overheard two women at a cafe talking about him. They said he was too simple, too quiet, and not the kind of man who could truly satisfy a woman. Emma felt anger rise in her chest. "You don't know him," she said calmly as she passed their table. That night, she thought about Cole again. About how words shaped his life without his permission. She wanted to know the real man beneath the rumors. Their closeness began in small moments. One morning, Emma saw Cole fixing a broken fence at the ranch after a storm. Without thinking, she stopped and offered help. He hesitated, then smiled and handed her a piece of wood. They worked side by side talking about horses and life. He spoke with quiet pride, not boasting, just honest. From that day on, Emma visited often. She liked the way silence felt comfortable around him. Cole slowly opened up, surprised by how easily she listened. Wit